Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026. Whew. Wild, wild times. Yeah, a headline, today. The U.S. military on Tuesday shot down an Iranian drone that aggressively approached the Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier in the Arabian Sea, the U.S. military said. And an incident first reported by Reuters. Yep. President Donald Trump warned that U.S. warships heading toward Iran, bad things would probably happen if a deal could not be reached. Bad things. Can you imagine this fucking language? Oh, don't say fucking. You're not allowed to say that. People don't like when I say, grow the fuck up. This is bullshit. What the fuck are we doing out there? Remember Trump said he obliterated their nuclear distinction? I obliterated everything. What are you talking about? Again, when all else fails, they take you to war, and it's failing in front of our eyes. It wasn't a good day for the economy today. The Wall Street, all the markets went down, and it's only getting much worse. The tech stocks took a hit. And as we said, there's going to be a dot-com bust. Gold, you saw what happened. The prices went way down. Well, now gold's back up to almost $5,000 an ounce. Went on the air just now. It's $4,988. They hit $5,000, backed off a bit. And, silver prices spiked to what? Like $116 an ounce, way beyond where they should have been. But now it's at $85 an ounce and way, way beyond where it started from a year ago. And again, why did the prices go down? Last Friday, the word was this new clown they got there, Warsh, who's the son-in-law of the guy from Estee Lauder, who donated millions of dollars to the Republican Party. He's a member of the club. It's total bullshit. As Peter Schiff said, the government probably made this thing go down. And again, you saw the podcast we've been doing. I said nothing goes straight up or straight down. There's going to be a big correction in gold and silver. I didn't think it would be this big. And we're looking at gold, it's $600 off its high, but it's still very high at almost $5,000 an ounce. So again, what goes up must come down, and we're seeing it moving higher and higher. And we forecast that both precious metals are going to continue to rise over the year as the U.S. dollar continues its decline and socioeconomic and geopolitical conditions worsen. They're going to deteriorate. And there's your cover. Death of the dollar. That's right. Trump said he wants a cheaper dollar. He made it very, very clear. We only put the facts down. Yep. And, President Trump noted that his desire is to cut interest rates. And this guy Warsh he's bringing in, he's indicated that he's going to do what Trump wants from what we're writing. It's all the facts are there. So listen, hit the like and subscribe to our videos. We're getting blacklisted. We're not getting what we should be getting. So please help us because we're doing everything we can to help you. And again, we have all the quotes from this guy Warsh, wash, wish, wash, wishy, washy about how he wants lower interest rates. And about how Trump said he wants lower interest rates when he talked to him. And Trump's now talking about bringing interest rates. He said he wants interest rates to 1%. We get 1% interest rates, the dollar's going to keep declining. And again, this guy Warsh doesn't take the position, if the Senate confirms him, he doesn't really take action until June. So things could happen between now and then. But here's the deal. Look what just happened in that election in Texas, in Fort Worth. Right? Trump, won that area by 17% when he ran for president in 2024, and a Democratic little nobody guy just won. That shows you the discontent of the American people in the situation. That's what's going on now. And again, by definition, the merger of state and corporate powers is called fascism. And that's what we got. And the people are feeling it. Again, goes back to the Gen Z revolution, why this nobody guy Mondani won in New York City, the biggest city in America. Nobody heard of him a year ago. The people are struggling, and the struggle's on. And again, we maintain our forecast that Kevin Warsh, if confirmed by the president, he's going to lower interest rates. Yep. Because this Warsh also said that lower interest rates do not elevate inflation, and lower rates increase productivity. And he said that tariffs are not too inflationary. So there you got it. The guy's on the Trump team, and he's a member of the club. Yep. What else do we have over here? Oil. Brent crude's hanging in the $67 a barrel range. But again, if the Iran war keeps ramping up, we're going to see oil prices spike to $120 plus an ounce. And that's going to crash. If it goes over $100, it crashes the global economy. Again, you're seeing what's going on. Just had a terrible time happened in Indonesia last week. The market's crashing. The emerging markets are going to be submerging. The dot-com bust is going to happen. It's beginning clearer and clearer and clearer. The death of the dollar is going to happen. Gold prices, and here's the other thing with silver prices. When the dot-com bust, this thing goes down, silver prices aren't going to go up as high because a lot of silver is used in this AI field. So that may push it down a bit. But again, it's the poor man's gold because they can't afford gold at over $5,000 an ounce. And even the mainstream banksters are saying gold's going to hit $6,000 this year, even when it went way down. And again, way down, but still way up. And the same thing with silver compared where they were a year ago. So we're in very, very dangerous times. So some of your articles in this week's Trends Journal is that U.S. trade deficit almost doubled in November. U.S. apartment rents fell to a 4-year low in January. Home sales are going down, but are they going to crash? Again, they're going to lower interest rates, and they're going to do everything they can to prop up the economy. And we're looking at real problems on the geopolitical front. Europe is building up their military. They're going to do everything they can to keep the Ukraine war going. And we're looking for a false flag event. And by the way, Netanyahu, he said Israel will control the region from the river to the sea. Oh, remember when the Palestinians were saying that, river to the sea, and how Trump and others locked up, closed down the schools and stuff because they said to the river for the sea? But it's okay for Netanyahu to say that. And again, wealth inequality, it's now part of the U.S. economy. And it's only getting much, much worse. And the luxury sales, by the way, they keep slumping and only getting worse. And the rich are the only ones that could afford it. What else do we have over here? Guest articles by, this is a great one, Phil Giraldi. There's no cat like this guy. He's a former CIA guy, top guy that went to little Georgie Bush and said there are no weapons of mass destruction that ties to Al-Qaeda in Iraq. And Bush told him to leave the office. And Giraldi, being the man he is, he not only left the president's office, he left the CIA. Another week of aiding Israel and assorted corruption. The corruption's right in front of our eyes. Judge, jury, executioner. when the government decides who lives or dies. That's from the Rutherford Institute, articles by John and Nisha Whitehead. And another great article by the last person I voted for president, Ron Paul. Will he or won't he? And that's meaning Trump. What's he going to do with Iran? So again, hit the like, subscribe, do what you can. And again, if you subscribe to the Trends Journal for a year, you get 2 months free. And it's the grand total of $2.59 a week. And again, we have articles in this Trends Journal about how the death of journalism, it just keeps going on and on and on. Bezos set to take hatchet to Washington Post newsroom. Yep. So we're giving you what no one else is giving you out there in a magazine. It just does not have it like this. What else do we have over here? Trends in the Market by Gregory Mannarino. Finalization of governance, goals great rotation, and we haven't seen anything yet. So we're going to see what he has to say. Trends in Geopolitics. And again, you know, this warmonger Mertz said Iran's regime days are numbered. What the fuck is these people to say what Iran should be doing? And again, they came out, the European Union and all of them came out against the Iranian military, but they won't come out against the IDF for slaughtering Palestinians. And again, the numbers are there. Every week we add the people that have been killed in Palestine, and the numbers just keep adding up, but it's not reported in the mainstream media at all. And again, Trump said Iran's nuclear facilities were obliterated, but now he wants to obliterate the obliterated. They're going to ramp up this war. Again, when all else fails, they take you to war, and the wars are going to happen soon. Trends in Technocracy. And what else do we have over here? Trump sues the IRS for $10 billion of a tax file leak. Yep. And you go to Wikipedia and you see that Trump's hardly paid any taxes over the years. You look it up, and there's one article there where I think in 2011 he paid no taxes at all. But for an immigrant who didn't have any papers, a woman working for him, cleaning up his places in Mar-a-Lago, one of them, she made like $26,000 a year and had to pay more taxes than he did. Now, wait a minute. She didn't have papers, but it was okay for her to work for him. But hey, if you're not working for him and you don't have papers, ICE is going to get you. And unfortunately, we have a load of articles in here about ICE and what they're doing, how they're limiting the problems of the shooting and what's going on. And very important, Gen Z revolution. Trump's losing support from them. This Gen Z revolution is big. It's going global. People ask me, what's going to happen with the midterm elections? You can't tell between now and then. There's a lot of time left. And again, tomorrow, Judge Andrew Napolitano will be doing another article about the loss of the Constitution, where our rights are going. And again, it's time for us to unite for peace, because if we don't, we're going to die in war. We got crazy people running the world. So please do what you can to support Occupy Peace and support us. We're doing everything we can to support you, because I'm a warrior for the Prince of Peace. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.